Today, I want to finish off a few more Q&As. Missed. Bugger. I need to go up sideways, didn't it? Boom. Have I still got... Yeah, still got those on. But we need to get rid of some crap. I think I need actually to make a chest for potions. I don't have a potion chest. Well, for now, let's stick him in there. Like so. And, yeah. I'm going to go through the donator hall. That'll do. Alright, I need that. I think I should have a shed ton of crap I need back at base. Let's take those. I need some of those. And should have enough of these two. I'm running out of diamonds. Sucky! But as we saw last... Well, it wasn't really last episode because I dropped in the beef prank, which I didn't know when he was going to do his recording, so I had to kind of slide that one in, as it were. But, yes, I want to go through and just... Yeah, I do have some good... Oh, I've got lots of crap in there as well. Give some props out to people that deserve it. As you know, we have been talking about restarting the server for 1.6, so there is a possibility that now I've got to actually finishing this place. It won't be around for very long. Actually, let's... I may have gone slightly overboard in the picture frames. But let's start at the bottom, which has a pit. I don't know what I was going to do with that. I mean, that was from the original column of lava that went up the middle, which we have subsequently removed. But I'm also a little bit laggy because moo cows, because I am rendering some video, but shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. But anyway, let's go and have a look at some people. I think it's relatively in alphabetical order for some of it, anyway. Do we have a quick sort of scan around here? If you see your name, well done. Thank you very much. Actually, let's... Well, hold that a second. Let's get this question document up, because while I'm doing this, there is a question that is related. I did ask people if they had any new questions to ask, because there's new people around. And Mr. Duct has said, is there a certain amount that you would like us to donate? Also, if someone can't donate, is there anything else they can do that would help you out? Now, the reason I ask this is because I want to cover this sort of donation idea, because a lot of people think, oh, you're on YouTube, you're making loads of money, and then you're asking people for money as well. It's like, it's a bit rude, isn't it? And the truth of the matter is, again, I don't want to do this whole money thing, because people always complain, but I don't make a lot of money on YouTube. In fact, it barely covers my car insurance. That's how expensive my car insurance is, for one thing. I've got a wall here. So the donations thing is I mean, I know a lot of people use AdBlock and then send me, you know, $20 or something and say, hey, look, this is just to keep my conscience nice and clean. Well, there's some down here as well. Look, leave. Oh, we've done this, and that's great. That's fine. And yeah, there's no minimum donation you must put in. I'm not like that. It's a purely optional thing. I am delighted when people do. I think it's really generous, and I'm really touched by it. All donations currently are going towards the send badge to Minecon fund, which is still considerably short. Flying to the States is an expensive thing. And so, if you can spare $5, and then that's fine. If there are some people who have unbelievably generous. I mean, it is really nice when people send you, a significant sum and say, thanks, you made some really exciting, fun videos, and I enjoy your stuff. Here's a token of my gratitude, and that is an amazing thought inside. Amazing feeling, rather, should I say? It's very touching that people. I mean, yeah, some people don't have very much money, and some people have far too much money to know what to do with, and these balances are fine. $10 to somebody is a lot more than $100 to somebody else, and that's fine. That's fine. I would say don't send $1 or $2 because eBay just sucks all those up in, not eBay, PayPal just sucks those up in fees, and all you end up doing is just giving PayPal money, and nobody really needs that, do they? So I mean, there's some names here that are very familiar, that I see again and again. Some of these guys are repeat offenders. That's very generous. There's a couple. I didn't need those in the end. Let's just find email. In fact, this is going to be hell, because again, it's nice that I get messages from all around the world saying, hey, thanks. But sometimes you get names like Turye. I mean, is that how? I don't know how to pronounce these names, and I apologise. I also apologise for writing on the wrong line. Turye, Turj. I don't know. I apologise. As I say, the world's getting smaller. And their YouTubes is not going to fit on that line. Sand Grain 1. Now, normally I will send out an email thanking people for their donation, and I haven't had a chance to do it. For Terj, they're from Norway. So I apologise for not being able to do that. Sometimes things get on top of you. Likewise, oh, what's that? That is one of those. Bang. These are the only two I should be doing, so don't worry. And this is Albert T. And he is from the US. And he says Big Al 607, but I don't know if that's a YouTube or whether that's just his in-game. Probably his in-game. Check it. I don't know. So yeah, feel free to go around and Look at these. I'm assuming that when we do restart the map, there's a big room here, that there will probably be a final map backup released for the public. I don't know. This is an assumption that we shall make. Probably will be. So these people here, these are very generous people. Stephanie Saden Shah, Dylan Karashio, Dave, old man Dave, big old man Dave, Matt, Chris H. You see some of these people, they just send me, they don't even want recognition, and that is, you know, humble. Boot Breeze, Blood Sugar, and these very generous people. They get this diamond encrusted glowstone pillars. Thank you guys. Again, let's get my question sheet back up. The second part of that question was, if someone can't donate, is there anything else that they can do that help you out? And the answer of that is, of course, yes, there is. Let people know that these are videos you like. These are all wrong, aren't they? You know, people watching helps. So if you've got friends and you say, hey, look, have you checked this out? This guy's cool. Then, you know, I know I'm not to everybody's taste, and that's fine. But that's what makes the world interesting, isn't it? If we all like the same thing, then well, things would be boring and, frankly, quite busy. So yeah, if you've got friends that you think might like these, you know, let people know, share it out. Of course, watch the ads as well, but I can't tell you that. But yeah, I mean, it's ad revenue that pays us, so views are important, as long as you're not using adblock, of course, because that would suck. So let's go on with some questions. If you were ever given the opportunity to earn 100,000 per year from YouTube, but you had to act like Syndicate or PewDiePie, would you do it? This is from a link 6112. And the answer, I think I have made pretty clear in the past, is no. There is that constant battle going on where you think, okay, I could change how I do this, be more popular, and again, it's be more popular with the younger audience, because it's the younger audience that seem to get fanatical. You know, you look at a lot of Ethos fans and beefs now as well. They're all very young and shouty, a lot of them, and you know, you could change your style to oh, there's a hole there. What's that going on? Oh no, it's the wrong one. Oh, that should piss some people off. And I could change to appeal to them more, but I've built up a fan base of people that appreciate what I do and how I do it, and I don't really want to alienate them. I mean, you know, you could go mercenary and say, well, screw it, you know, fuck them, let's go earn ourselves a large amount of money. But that's not right or wrong. That's not. Oh, I thought that was worth a try. That's not how I roll, you know, and I hope people appreciate that. It's a shame that, you know, you can't, well, I can't pulling a decent living from doing this the way I do it. And you know, as I said before, that there will be a time. I'm trying to hold out till, you know, Minecon at the end of the year, but there will be a time where I have to be an adult and say, right, stop playing games, go back to doing a normal job again, because it's not sustainable. Or at the very least, cut down videos and do a real job, if not cut them out altogether. Which is, as I say, it's a shame, because I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy, yeah, I get messages from people saying, you know, thanks, you bring a great deal of joy, and that is a wonderful thing to hear. It's a good feeling. Oh, you bugger! It's a good feeling, and yeah, I'm happy to know that you know, you make people happy. That's a good thing. That's what people should be doing in life. You know, there's too much shit going around, and people generally being dicks. Just look at the YouTube comments, and people need to stop being dicks and start being a little nicer. Look at the size of that wall. I'm going to have to. It's such a big project, but I really want to build it. I think I'm going to have to restart that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go up there, shall we? So you remember the words from the future world in Bill and Ted's? If you're that old, where are you, Skelly Bob? There you are. Oh, jeez, get out! Full bloody butter armor. Come on. Be excellent to each other. That's slightly off the topic, but yes. He also asks, possibly she, also asks, if you had the ability to do the splits, would you show us all? And knowing plenty of people that have been able to do the splits, I would say that I'm of the impression that legally you are obliged to show people that you can do the splits if you can do the splits. That's certainly the impression I have got in the past. Hey. So yes, I would, but I can't. I've never been able to. I did hear something once that said, you know, if you can't do it by the time you're 13 or something, you can never do it. I don't know how true that is. I suspect it's probably not very true. But no, I've never been able to do it. I got... for a long time when I used to live back in Aldershot, I had a lot of girlfriends, i.e. friends that were girls, not actual girlfriends, who were in synchronized swimming teams, many of whom have gone on to do that at a very high level. Yeah, a couple that have been to the Olympics, you know, people that are GB squad and above, and you know, used to hear tales of their training, and you know, their trainers would, you know, bend their legs and then, you know, put their weight on their legs, bending them to try and stretch them so they were flexible and could do the bendy stuff. And you know, I've seen some of the girls do bendy stuff, and it's quite mind blowing. But no, I'm a rigid person, can't do those, sorry. But if I could, I would. So, Lyria, It says, do you feel, quotes, envious, is the wrong word, of people who joined after you and got the Mindcrack bump explosion? Or are you more comfortable with your current rate of growth and focusing on building your fan base as a tighter discourse community? And this is an interesting question, and it goes back to the PewDiePie Sky thing. Oh, for crying out loud thing. Because I do like having the tight knit fan base that I've got at the moment. I'm just how big this thing is. This would have been so cool. But filling this crap in with lava takes forever. I think even in creative mode, this would take for frickin' ever. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I like the fact that generally, you know, the people that have been around for a while on my channel and comment are, you know, decent people. They understand what's right and what's wrong and what's socially acceptable. More clay. And I'm really happy with that. But it's taken a lot of work, you know, to weed out the idiots and say, you know, I don't want you coming here and being rude. Go away and never come back. Yeah, and then you can tell, you know, when, you know, for example, if you look at my comments for the beef prank video, my God, it's just like the short bus has taken a stop off. Ranting kids that they just don't apply thought. You know, it's just the mouth's constantly engaged, but there's nothing connected to it. And yeah, I'm not making these videos to get abused by people, so you know, screw that. They ain't coming back. You know, if you come in and you're nice, or yeah, I don't mind criticism. A lot of people said, oh, you know, you can't. I'm scared to say anything because you're just going to ban me and this. And that is not true. That is not true at all. I don't have a problem with, well, I don't take criticism well, but I don't take compliments well either. So bollocks. That was an interesting shot. That's no super biggie. But you know, if you turn up and say, oh, you should do this and you should do that, then you know most people are going to tell you where to go. Because they don't want that. They don't want you coming here and telling me how to do my thing. This is my thing. If you've got suggestions, then by all means drop them off. If you've got complaints or stuff, you know, again, I'm fine with that, but just word them properly. Don't grunt. Have facts. That's always good. And these are lessons that, you know, well, they're skills that you will need time and time again in the future. So I don't see why I should suffer morons. As I say, you know, I'm not paid enough to take abuse from people, so I'm not accept it. Period. But the crux of the question is, you know, the Mindcrack bump, and that is a shame. You know, even people like PSJ, when they joined, they were huge channels, got a bump, and you know, oh dear, you died. And that would be nice, but on the other hand, you know, I've got 100,000 subs, and I'm pretty sure that 99% of those are because I'm on this server. So I might have had a huge jump, but I've had a slow bump. Lighting over there, that sucks. Sucks. I'm just trying to think what I'm going to do when we do change map. A few ideas, but we'll see. Blog. Oh, names, you know. Bloggath says, have you ever played any MUDs, multi-user dungeons, or any fond memories of text-based adventure games, Zork style or roguelike? I used to play. This shows my age. I used to play a role-playing game thing where you did it by mail, post. Oh yeah, please beat behind. That's really fucking helpful. You done? You done? Good, thank you. Yeah, you used to write down your moves. They gave you a sheet that had options. You could tick boxes and stuff, and then a set amount of movement points, action points, or whatever, and boom. You could you tick the boxes on what you were going to do, and then send it back with some stamps. And in a week or so, you'd find out what you did. At the time, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, but obviously in these modern times, ain't nobody got time for that. It's it seems a funny concept now, and yeah, in a way it was, because it never really lasted too long. You get bored of waiting and stuff. But I did a few of those. My father was not. It's really odd because my dad worked in IT. I mean, he did large industrial systems, not home computing or office, you know, network or anything like that. But he was an IT person, and it was a long time before we even got Windows, because he was very adamant that Windows was a resource hog. You know, I'm talking 3.311 here. You know, he was like, no, he uses up too much resources. We're not gonna have that. So I was DOS for a very long time, and then obviously we were not early. Well, he was not an early proponent of the internet, so I didn't do a lot of online MUD stuff when it was popular. I did play some text-based games, but I always used to get annoyed with the lack of vocabulary they always had. Missed bollocks. He was trying to say, "Oh, get this," and you go, "I don't know what you mean." Annoying. But yeah, green screen monitor as well, quite a lot of the time. What is the worst injury you've ever had? Says @cats46. Why did I include this? Oh, I know why. I mean, I've never, and this is quite surprising to me, I've never broken a bone, an arm or a leg or anything like that. Broken my nose, broken my teeth, but not a bone. Which, you know, I used to do a lot of skateboarding as a kid. Quite serious skateboarding as well. I don't mean just rolling down the hill with your friends. I used to do a lot of really dumb stuff as well. I did a lot of mountain biking. I did a lot of BMXing again when I was younger. And these are all possibilities for injury. I used to do a lot of stupid shit in my car when I was younger as well, and that's how I haven't had a, well, I know how I haven't had a bad accident, because I'm pretty good at driving, but been in with mates that were a bit hairy scary with cars, and I remember at least 2 times spinning out with one guy alone and not hitting anything. So there's a bit of luck there. I think when you're a guy some of the worst accidents you have are when you're on your bike and your front wheel suddenly falls down a pothole or something, and the bike stops, but you carry on with your momentum, and end up sliding down the crossbar, and especially on the old BMXs with the headsets on those were big blocky things in the early 90s, and I remember many a time sat there and getting ice cubes and ice packs out of the freezer and sitting there with it down my trousers to try and cool the now very bruised and swollen purple plums. I think women don't appreciate quite how much getting hit in the nuts hurts. It's bad. It's bad. When you're sort of like 14, it's like, oh my god, life affecting. Sorry for those guys watching that are now cross-legged. Has there been fire here? Has it been struck by lightning? Is that what it is? Is that going to make it onto the roof? Yes. It must have been struck by lightning or something. That sucks balls. Oh, that's not on. That is not on. It's in the posh part as well. Let's go and fix that. Anyway, the last bit was for people that were very generous. This is for very special people. This is for people that have either been stupendously over generous to such a huge degree, or are just, I mean, Dave, Kevin, and the small brown Aussie, you know who you are, who's specifically requested not to have publicity, are very, very generous people. Very generous people. This guy in particular is a star. He was at the meetup in London. Excellent guy. It's nice when you meet people that are genuinely nice people. You know. I'm sorry about that. It appears halfway through recording. I ran out of hard drive space and DX3 stopped recording. It didn't actually tell me. So, oops. Which is kind of annoying because I had some quite interesting stuff. Like I said, I should try and remember most of it. But we were talking about this young man here who I was saying is a great person. And when we were in London for the meetup last year, he was, you know, running around helping people that he didn't know, getting cabs for us and others, and generally sort of directing people away, and was excellent. I may repeat myself, and if I do, I apologise, but excellent guy, and very generous too, obviously, because that's why he's here. But Danny, Monkey DK, is the guy that bankrolled the fan server. Approached Good originally for it, and unfortunately that has kind of disappeared up his own anus, which is a shame. But the whole thing was made possible by him, and he has given me a generous donation, and he's given Good a generous donation, and he's generally donated to the group as Mindcrack as a whole. And you know, very generous guy. He's gone above and beyond. Also, Blue is somebody who has donated to me in the past, and we have become very good friends. Is an amazing person, absolutely amazing person. And sometimes, you know, you meet people that just gel. They're on your level. They are just another you, which is possibly an insult, but again, it's one of these things that's you do something in your life. In this case, you know, just making videos about playing a game, and things crop up that you never expected. You know, and these friendships are one of these things. I mean, it's strange how life goes sometimes. But she did have a question which she wanted to ask, which is in my list somewhere, which was if you could swap places with anybody on the server, who would it be, and indeed why? And it's a difficult question. I could say, well, Etho, because you know he's making a decent living out of this and clearly having fun. You know, life is, well, presumably pretty good for him at the moment. You know, he sits there, makes some videos, does some good stuff, and gets paid good money for it, and that's a nice place to be. I could also say Milby. He's not making, you know, the big bucks, but he's, again, this is an assumption, got a fairly good life. You know, he's not got any major worries. He lives with his parents, which they seem to be stand-up decent people that are easygoing. He's got a good life at the moment. He's young. He's obviously having fun, and he's got a good sense of humour, and that's, again, a good place to be. But I think if I could swap with anybody on the server, it wouldn't be anybody at the moment. You know, I'm happy with me. I mean, I've got choices that need to be made and difficult things to do, but at the moment, on many levels, I am very, very happy. And hopefully I shall continue to be so, but I don't want to be anywhere else right now. Well, I want to be somewhere else, but I don't want to be anyone else right now. So, I went over there when I was recording earlier, and then I went over there, and then I found a cave underwater which had 16 diamonds in it in a matter of minutes. It was absolutely amazing. I'm really gutted that that footage has disappeared. Whee! Over there, and whee! Over there. So, again, I've just scrubbed through the footage that I did get before it stopped recording, and I try not to repeat myself. I hope to God I don't. But next question is: do you and the rest of Team Nancy Drew, plan to play MindZ again? It was by far my favourite series that you guys did. That's from IMBC. How big this is? And the answer is most likely not. I enjoyed MindZ myself. I thought it was great fun. It was a little bugged in places, so the zombies were just a little bit crazy and it's laggy, but generally I enjoyed it as a game. But it was just a nightmare to play, and it was getting worse and worse. People would not leave us alone, and I can understand, you know, you're playing a game and somebody you watch and like, oh Christ, that's going to be deep, appears, and you want to say hi to them, and that's understandable. But you know, it was getting to the point where we couldn't move because people were just saying hi all the time, and people get arsy if you don't say hi back, which you just cannot do. You can't do it. It's constant. So all of our video footage would be just us saying hi. And then there were the people that thought, well, you're famous. I'm going to hunt you down and kill you, and various things like that. And it wasn't, you know, us playing the game anymore. It was us trying to fight off people and other people just standing in your face. If you do see a YouTuber on a server and you want to say hi, don't, for the love of God, go and stand. You know, if this was them, don't do this. It is so annoying, you cannot believe. You know, it's just standing in the way, in the face. You know, you can't look at anything, you can't do anything because you've just got some head in your face. So please don't do that. But I say it was getting unplayable, basically. So that's why we quit. And we said we'd quit if it carried on, and it did carry on. So game over. And you know, the devs tried to do a few things to help, but it wasn't happening. Which is, I say, it's a shame, but that's the way it goes. Okay, we're a bit low on the old enderballs. A funny little. Is it desert or is it beach? It's beach. So it's like a mini desert. No sheep. Oh, look at this place. That's pretty awesome. I love big hills. It's just, I just want to start building bases on them. Look at this. It's lovely. Don't have a boat, do I? No. It's... Whoop. So, the Jeffrey Roberts asks, hello. Why is there a dirt block there? That's very odd. What's your favourite type of music and song? And Chase Iron the Dwarf says, what's your favourite food? Now, a lot of people ask questions like, what's your favourite this, what's your favourite that? And personally, I don't like questions like that because if I say something, then invariably the next time I listen to a record or eat something, I'll realise that what I said wasn't my favourite at all, and in fact it's something else. My favourite music, well, my favourite song changes, you know, almost daily. I mean, there are some things that, you know, are always going to be amazing, whether they've got some emotional effect on you, or whether they've got some memory, or whether they're just good songs. But generally, someone asks me what's my favourite something, my brain just goes and stops functioning, and I can never remember. But also, oh, there's a workbench there. Look, that's interesting. It's just, well, I suppose, yeah, it is mainly the fact that my brain is small, and yeah, music. I like what I like. I don't narrow it down to a genre or an artist. You know, if it's a sound that I like, then wow, that was a long one. Then I'll like it. I don't really care who made it. And yeah, that's the way it should be as far as I'm concerned. But I know some people will say like, "Oh, you like so." I know I'm, you know, hypocritical and as guilty of this as anybody else, but it's whatever you know. So there's some bands that make a greater ratio of, ooh, look at this, noises you like than other bands. Ooh. Bye, Squishy. Which is only natural, but ooh. But no, oh, food is different. I I've got a few quite annoying food allergies that appeared over the years, and that has affected what I can eat, let alone like. But saying that, food that I will always like and want is steak and chips. And for Americans, I don't mean fried slices of potato. Well, fried thin slices of potato. I mean fried slices of fat potato. Fat slices. You know what I'm saying. Fries, but not fries. Proper chips. Chips! Anyway. Let's get away from that, and we should probably think about wrapping it up, really. Oh, hello, you're in a bit of a hurry to come see me, aren't you? Yes, you are. Well, I'm in a hurry to kill your ass. Cute, that went a bit laggy. You can't pick up this arrow still. I mean, I know you haven't been able to for about 2.5 years, but sometimes you just think, well, that would be nice. You're shooting these things at me, why can't I pick them up? Yeah, we should wrap this up, but one final question which struck me as so weird that it had to be asked, which was from Arctic Droid, which is, what is your opinion, or how do you feel about the Irish famine? If it was something you knew little about, which wouldn't be surprising, English people generally avoid talking about it, could you maybe look into it? Thanks. Well, we do know about it. Boom. It's such an odd question. I mean, you know, bad things done by people many years ago. I mean, you know, okay, historically we learn from mistakes, but there seems to be this sort of pressure that, well, it was done by English people, therefore I must apologise for it, which, you know, it's got nothing to do with me. I wasn't part of the rulemaking. It's like, well, what is your opinion, or how do you feel about the Crusades? You know, it's bad shit. What's my opinion on American apartheid and segregation in the 1950s? It's bad shit that shouldn't really humans be doing to each other, but learn from it. And holy crap. Oh, here we go. Boom. So I'm being a bit laggy today. I don't know if it's me or... Die already. Whether it's the server. But, So it was just a slightly left field question, that one, really. Not particularly Minecraft related. But there you go. Oh, let's go kill this Skelly Bob. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support over this series. As I say, I think the chances are that this map is going to end fairly soon. Now, again, I don't know if I've mentioned this or not. Oh, should we kill the cows? Let's kill all the cows. It has been asked what, you know, now that I've got this donation hall done, yeah, we're going to lose it. But I will build a new one on the new map, if, as and when. It won't be straight away, obviously, because I'm going to need to get some resources together and do stuff. Moo, moo, moo. Don't need you guys anymore. Wow, yeah, it's a lagtastic. Lagtastic, Mr. Lag. So, you know, fret not. And again, for people who donate after this video, you will be added to the list. I have an Excel document of everybody that has donated, and you'll be added to that, and you will get put in the new donator hall. I would like to once again thank everybody that has donated. As I have probably said, you know, these donations will go towards getting me to Minecon. It's a very expensive thing. I like this room, and the help is appreciated. And you know, if you don't want to donate, that's fine. That's fine. That's you know, not a problem. This is not a video about begging for money, not by a long shot. But I am hugely appreciative of those people that do. It really does make a big difference, and I thank you. And you know, sticking your name on a list and mentioning it is frankly the least I can do. I mean, what can you do? You know, I mean, as I say, I will send, will generally send an email of thanks to people who send a donation to me, and as I say, the last two I hadn't done, and I do apologise for that, because it's, you know, you've taken time out to send me, you know, some cash and say thanks. So it's the least I can do to send you an email back and say thanks. But clearly I was not capable of doing even that, and I apologise greatly. So yes, you guys, I thank you specifically. Regular viewers, I thank you too for the support over the last, you know, year and however many, a long time anyway. 2 years, Christ. And people that have just joined, hi. Go again, tell your friends, people. Oh crap. The one thing I really need is not more subscribers, I need more viewers. People need to come back and watch more, because I know it's not everybody's taste, but I try and be entertaining. So yeah, let's not sit here and grovel and say thanks, just thank you guys. I say, if this is the last video, and I don't know if it is, but we do know that 1.6 is coming out imminently. And sadly, well, not sadly for me, but sadly in terms of 1.6, I am going to be away midway through next week. I mean, I'm not sad about it, I'm extremely happy about it. It's going to be good fun, but boom, I will not be around should the map change happen at that time. And again, this is not hype. This is, I don't know, just trying to cover some bases, that's all. So yes, it might be a bit of a delay if that is the case. I have got a shit ton of videos that I've been, well, some videos that I've been making to put out next week, so you know, there will be stuff, and I will be checking in and monitoring the idiots on the comments, etc. But I just won't be making new videos that week. So again, thank you all. It's been emotional. And I will see you soon. Bye bye.